about cloud computing. Cloud computing, in simple terms, is a technology that allows you to access and use computer resources and services over the internet rather than having to own and manage physical computers or servers. Imagine you want to store and access your photos and videos without using your own computer hardware. Instead, you can use cloud service like Google Photos or Dropbox. You upload your pictures and videos to these services and they are stored on remote servers in data center. You can access them from anywhere on any device with an internet connection without the need to worry about the physical hardware or storage capacity of your own computer. This is a practical example of cloud computing action. In this video, you will learn about cloud service models. I will explain 3 cloud service models using simple examples. First, we have infrastructure as a service, followed by platform as a service, and finally software as a service. Let's explore them one by one.
Infrastructure as a service is one of the fundamental cloud service models in cloud computing. It provides virtualized computing resources over the internet, allowing users to rent and manage fundamental infrastructure components such as virtual machines, VMs, storage, and networking, without the need to own or maintain physical hardware. Example, Amazon Web Services, AWS EC2. You can rent virtual machines from AWS. You have full control over the operating system and you can install, configure, and run your software. It's like renting a blank computer in the cloud. Platform as a service is one of the key cloud service models in cloud computing. It provides a platform and environment for developers to build, deploy, and manage applications without the complexities of managing the underlying infrastructure. In essence, platform as a service abstracts much of the infrastructure management, allowing developers to focus on coding and application development. Example, Heroku. With Heroku, you can focus on developing your web applications without worrying about the underlying infrastructure. Heroku manages the servers, runtime environments, and deployment. You just need application code. Software as a service, SaaS, is a cloud computing service model that provides access to software applications over the internet on a subscription basis. In this model, software is hosted and maintained by a third-party cloud service provider, and users can access and use the software through a web browser without the need to install or manage it locally on their devices. Example, Gmail. Gmail is an example of SaaS. You don't have to install email software on your computer. You access your email through a web browser. Google manages the email servers, security, and updates. You use the service without dealing with the technical details. This video covered cloud service models, EIS, PaaS, and SaaS. IEIS offers infrastructure resources, PaaS streamlines app development, and SaaS simplifies software access. Thanks for watching.
Hello everyone. In this video, you will learn about containers in cloud computing. Containers are like magic boxes for your software. They bundle your application and everything it needs to run, making it super portable. Why use containers? Containers are efficient, consistent, and flexible. They are perfect for modern app development because they are easy to manage. In AWS, we use a service called Amazon Elastic Container Service to create and manage containers. Containers simplify app management. With AWS ECS, you can create and run containers with ease. Thanks for watching this video.
Hello everyone. In this video, we will demonstrate how to enumerate AWS S3 buckets using S3 Scanner. To get started, you can clone this tool from its GitHub repository. We're beginning in a directory where we have a file named buckets.txt, which likely contains a list of AWS S3 bucket names. Next, we will run the S3 Scanner tool with the bucket file flag, specifying buckets.txt as the file containing the bucket names. We'll also use the enumerate flag, which instructs the tool to check the existence and access permissions of these buckets. The tool will provide us with a list of AWS S3 buckets, their status and their access permissions. When we see info exists, it indicates that these buckets exist and their access permissions have been checked. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more informative content.
Hello everyone! In this video, we will demonstrate how to use the Ghost tool to connect to anyone's phone using IP address. This tool can be obtained from GitHub. Simply clone it and follow along with this video.
Hey guys, in this video we'll discuss penetration testing, its various types, the penetration testing process, the importance of penetration testers, and the skills required to become a penetration tester. So let's start by understanding what penetration testing is. Penetration testing is the process of identifying and exploiting vulnerabilities within a system to assess security. For example, consider a basic e-commerce website that allows users to log in and purchase products. To evaluate the security of the website, you would hire a penetration tester to discover and exploit vulnerabilities and subsequently rectify them to prevent potential attackers from exploiting these weaknesses, right? There are several types of penetration testing such as network testing, web application testing, and wireless testing. Now let's see the penetration testing process. So in this we have mainly 5 phases: reconnaissance, scanning, gaining access, maintaining access, clearing tries. Think we want to do penetration testing on a website? We'll try to gather information that is available publicly, such as company details and employee names from the sources like the website itself, social media, or Google. Second step we have is scanning. We'll use tools like and map to identify open ports and services running on the server. Then we'll use web vulnerability scanner like Nikto to scan the website for common vulnerabilities such as missing security headers or outdated software. After finding vulnerabilities, we'll try to exploit it and we'll gain access. And after gaining access, we'll install backdoor and we'll try to escalate the privileges within the system. And then we'll clear all the records. And then finally, we'll provide a comprehensive report with recommendation for enhancing the website security. So that's all for the penetration testing process. Why do we need penetration testers? Consider this scenario: someone were to hack into your system and damage your system resources. It would result in a significant loss for your company, right? So having a penetration tester on board is crucial in preventing such security breaches. A penetration tester can identify and address vulnerabilities before malicious actors have the chance to exploit them. And second thing is to maintain and improve security by proactively identifying weaknesses and potential risks. To become a penetration tester, you need to follow a set of essential steps: develop technical skills, acquire proficiency in technical areas including programming, networking, and various operating systems. Understanding these fundamentals is crucial for identifying exploiting vulnerabilities. Then, communication skills. Effective communication is a key in this field. You will need to report vulnerabilities clearly and concisely. So, having strong communication skills is required. Then, earn relevant certification, pursue industry standard certification like CH or SCP. These certifications validate your knowledge and skills in ethical hacking and penetration testing. Then, cultivate problem solving skills. Penetration testers often encounter complex challenges that require creative and analytical thinking. Develop problem solving skills to tackle security issues effectively. Then gain hands-on experience. Gain practical experience by working on platforms like TryHackMe and HackTheBox. These platforms offer real-world challenges that allow you to apply your skills and learn new techniques. So by following these steps, you can work towards becoming a skilled and qualified penetration tester. That's all for this session. I hope it helps you on your journey to becoming a penetration tester. Guys, in this session we will discuss how to solve one varsity room on TryHackMe. So first, let's set up the lab. To do this, download OpenVPN using the command apt install OpenVPN. It's gonna install OpenVPN and then download this VPN configuration file from here. After downloading this configuration file, you can open your terminal and then type. It is in my downloads folder, so I will go to my downloads folder and type sudo openvpn and the file name. The file name is hackerstream11.openvpn and then it's gonna start. It's gonna run the OpenVPN. Alright. Guys, in this video we'll solve these 5 tasks. The first task is to deploy the machine. So we got to know that six ports are open. So we will write here six and just click on the submit. Ports on higher range might be open. So constantly scan ports after 1000 even if you leave checking in the background. So just click on this completed and the next question is what is the plan for enabling verbose mode using Nmap? So it's -v and just click on submit. With this we have completed task 2. Now let's move to the next task. Next task we have is locating directories using GoBuster. So here we got the directory /internal. Just open this URL and you will be getting this page where you can upload the file, and then there is one more button for submitting the file. Alright, so let's check in the try hack me what questions that they have asked. So they asked what is a directory that has an upload form page. So the directory is /internal and the submitted. In this video, we'll complete the task 4 and task 5. Task 4 is compromise the web server. So in the task 4, the first question that we have is what common file you want to upload to exploit the server. Right, a couple to find out. So we'll be uploading a PHP file or to exploit the server. Yeah, our answer is correct. Next is we'll first upload form to identify. Form. Okay. So here we can upload the file. Alright. But we know that in our script we didn't change the IP address, so first we have to change the IP address in the script. So just go to this part where you are getting this IP address and change this IP address to your terminal IP address. Now what is your terminal IP address? For that, just go to this tab. My terminal IP address is 10.17.85.5. This is my terminal IP address. So I will be pasting the terminal IP address here, and then I will click on Control S. So just remember this, that our IP address is this one and our port that we are using is 1234. So let's start listening on this port. Netcat LVNP 1234, and then we will be uploading the shell. Alright, and here we can see that we got the shell, right? So what we can do now, just type ls. We are able to list the directories and the files inside that. So let's move to the home directory and type ls, and here we can see the user is Bill, and let's move to the Bill and again type ls. It's gonna show you the file user.txt, and here we got the flag, and just copy this and paste the flag here. Click on submit, and in this question there for security files on the Linux system, we notice that one file that often stands out is bin systemctl. The bin systemctl file is a symbolic link to the systemd init system main control program, which is used for managing services and other units on Linux-based system that use systemd as their init system. So the answer to the question is /bin and systemctl. The next question, it's a challenge time. We have guided you through this. Can you explore the system further to escalate your previous and get to the final answer? Become root and get the last flag. Alright, so let's search for the hint. The hint we have is bin systemctl. So let's move to the bin directory cd/bin, and then here we'll write the script. We'll write the bash script. So I will be providing you this bash script. You just guys have to copy the script. Alright, and just copy and just paste the script, and it will be directly giving you the answer for this question. So if I enter now, alright, and it's giving me the flag, right? So that's the answer for this question. I hope you have learned something in this session. That's all for now. Hey guys, if I ask you whether these two words are the same or not, I know most of you will say that these two words are the same, right? But they are not. In this lecture, I will be teaching you what a homographic attack is and how hackers use this technique to deceive people. It's a type of attack called a homographic attack or homograph spoofing. This is a technique used by malicious actors to create domain names or URLs that look very similar to the legitimate ones, but are actually designed to deceive users and trick them into visiting malicious websites or giving away sensitive information. Now let's see the practical on it. Now we'll see how we can create the homograph of the Google. For creating the homograph of the Google, I will type here Google and it's gonna show me these all the characters. Alright, like if I want to replace this G with the capital G, I will choose here the capital G and it's gonna produce this word Google. And if I want to replace this G with the small g, here is a small g, then we can see that both the words are looking same, right? These are looking similar, but these words are not same. So to verify that these two words are not same, we have a website Unicode. Alright, you just imagine an attacker is sharing a link with you and that's looking like the legitimate one. Then what you want to do, you will try to click on that link and maybe you will fill your sensitive information, right? So to mitigate those type of attacks, to mitigate those type of these homographic attacks, we have this website Unicode Converter. We can go to this website. First let's try this original one. Just copy this thing and just paste it here. Alright, so just convert to Unicode. It will gonna show you the original one. So this one is not the original one. I will type the original one and I will try to convert to Unicode. So let's take now the Unicode. I will go here and I will just copy and paste the Unicode, convert to Unicode. Alright, so it's showing us that this is the Unicode. Now what is a Unicode? They have already defined it. Unicode is a special encoding used to convert Unicode characters to ASCII, which is a smaller restricted character set. Unicode is used to encode internationalized domain names, IDN. Alright, now we got that how we can mitigate those kinds of attacks, those kinds of homographic attack. Alright, and I hope you guys have learned something in this session. That's all for this session. Hey guys, in this video we'll explore what ransomware is. Ransomware is a type of malicious software that encrypts your files, effectively locking you out of your own data. The cyber criminals responsible for it then demand a ransom in exchange for the decryption key, which is why it is called ransomware. Surprisingly, you can create this kind of ransomware without any knowledge of coding. So you can use talks, and this talks it is available on only deep web. So for accessing talks, you need a deep web link. So by using this address, you can access talks. But I'm not showing you it practically because it is against the Udemy policy. But we'll perform a small practical on how to create a ransomware. And I will be using my own operating system. So it's entirely ethical. So to create ransomware, I will file.txt. Yeah, this data is encrypted now. So that's all for this session. Let's discuss how you can protect yourself from ransomware. First is backup your data. Make regular backups of your essential files to an external drive or cloud storage. Next is update software. Keep your operating system and software up to date to patch vulnerabilities. Use antivirus software. Install a reputable antivirus software to provide real-time protection. Be aware of phishing. Be cautious of suspicious emails and links and avoid clicking on them. Avoid pirated software. Only download software from legitimate and trusted sources. Then the last one is network security. Use a firewall and secure your network to prevent unauthorized access. So that's all for this session.
Hello everyone. Today we will explore how to remotely control a computer using the codec tool. Please keep in mind that this video is intended solely for educational purposes. So to install it, type apt install codec. This will install the tool. Now let's start. If you'd like to access the help page, simply type help. It will show you all the commands that you can use in this tool.
Here we have a list of commands. So first, check the server host and server port. After verifying the host and port, we can run it. Alright, so type info, it's going to show you the server host and server port. Server port, we have 9999. So let's run it and copy this command. Just paste it in your terminal. I'm executing in my Windows machine. So we can see that we got connected to the machine. Alright, and to check for active sessions, use the following command. Type sessions. It's gonna show you the list of sessions that are active. So here we can see the session ID 0 and 1. So now type the help. It will show you the commands. Then to detect with this session, type cmd shell and 1. Now we can see that we got the 1 shell, and now we can execute any command like dir. Using dir command we can see the files and folders, and if we want to go to the Windows directory we can use cd dot. Alright, so that's it for this session. Thanks for watching. In this lecture video, I will explain what OWASP Top 10 is. But before we dive into that, let's first understand what OWASP is. OWASP stands for Web Application Security Project. Its primary goal is to enhance the security of web applications by providing resources, knowledge and tools. So if you want to become a penetration tester, learning OWASP Top 10 is important. Here I'm using TryHackMe OWASP Top 10 Lab. First we have broken access control. Broken access control, in simple terms, means that an application is not effectively managing who can access what. So to illustrate, think of Instagram having a broken access vulnerability. This would allow anyone to access someone's account without logging and make changes. Now let's proceed to a practical demonstration. So here we have TryHackMe task 3 and task 4. This task 3 and task 4 is for broken access control. In the task 3 is just explaining what broken access control is. So we already got what broken access control is. Then just click on this completed icon and let's move to the next task. Next task is we have the website. Just think you have a bank account, and for accessing the bank account you will be using website, right? And here will be one ID parameter. ID is equal to 111111. Alright, and that's showing the saving, how much balance is there in your account. Alright, the account owner, all this detail it's showing on the website, right? Now if we change, if it is having a broken access control, alright, then if we change the ID parameter to some other value, then it's going to show us the someone's account, someone's bank information. So that's a broken access control. The next task that we have is here we have to answer these questions. The first question is we got that how this works. Just click on this completed, and the next question that we have is deploy the machine and go to this website and just log in with username root. It's not root, it's moot. And the password is just 1234, and then click on login. After login, it's showing us the website. Alright, so it's showing us this website where node ID is equal to 1. So if we change the node ID to ID is equal to 2, it's showing us something meaningless. So we as learned that, it's showing us some node, right? So let's try to change the parameter. Let's change it to 3, and now showing that you are not supposed to see this node, which means you are on the right track. So let's change it to 4, still it's not showing us the plan, so the next one is, let's change it to 5, and here we got the hint. So it's showing us two node IDs start from 1, maybe go lower. And as it's showing us that maybe go lower, so we will be using the parameter 0. So let's choose the parameter 0, and here we got the flag, right? So that's a broken access control. So with that vulnerability, we were able to access any page, right? So like this, you can complete this lab. Alright, that concludes this lecture. In the next session, I will explain the topic of cryptographic failure. I hope you found this lecture informative, and I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming session. Hello everyone, in this lecture I will explain what cryptographic failures are and how hackers exploit these vulnerabilities to compromise web applications. First, let's understand cryptography. It's a field where we convert plain text into encrypted text and vice versa. We use cryptography to protect our private information from unauthorized access. So what are cryptographic failures? Cryptographic failures occur when cryptographic systems or techniques fails to provide the expected level of security or meet their intended objectives. In simple terms, cryptographic failures occur when security measures like encryption do not work correctly, potentially exposing data and privacy to risk. Now let's apply this knowledge on Try Hack Me to gain a better understanding. So in task 6 and task 7, they provide the materials needed to solve the challenges in task 8. So let's proceed directly to task 8. The first question within task 8 is, what is the directory? What is the name of the mentioned directory? So for knowing this name, we have to connect to the web application. Alright, so start the web application, just click on this start machine, and then it's gonna give you the IP address in 1 minute. Okay, so let's solve this task 8. For solving this task 8, just click on this URL and it's gonna open this website. Alright, here they are giving us some hint. Let's check this hint. They're saying have a look at the source code on the login page. So let's look at the login page source code. So click on this login button and it's opening the login form. And here just open the view page source. Are we getting any hint here? So let's try to open this directory, assets directory. Now let's open the assets directory. For opening the assets directory, just type the URL and the / assets, alright, and then it's gonna open. So here it's showing us all the directories that are present in the assets directory. Alright, so this is the database that we needed. Alright, so just click on this webapp.db and then it's gonna download the database. Alright, the next thing is they have asked that what's the name of the mentioned directory. So name of the mentioned directory is assets, and then click on the submit. Alright, the next question that we have is navigate to the directory you find in question 1. What file stands out as being likely to contain sensitive data? So this file can be having the sensitive data, alright, because it's a database. So let's copy the name and submit it. Now the next question we have is, use the supporting material to access the sensitive data. What's the password hash of the admin user? So for that we will be using SQLite tool. Alright, SQLite is used for interacting with the database. So we'll try to interact with the database that we have is webapp.db. I will open my terminal here, and for interacting with the database I will be using SQLite. So just type SQLite and the database name. Now for checking the help, type dot and help. It's going to show you the help. So if we want to extract the data from the tables, first we have to know what tables are present in the database. So let's check the tables, how many tables are there in the database. For that, just type dot in tables. It's going to show you these two tables, that's session and users. So let's type the query, select start from users, alright, and semicolon. It's gonna extract all the details from the user table. So what we want the hash. So let's copy this one. So if you want to copy this, just click on this thing and just then click on Control Shift C. Alright. So for cracking the hash, they have already given us this material. So let's use this thing and type the hash here. Alright, the first hash is this one and the second hash value is this one. So we got the user is admin. What we want the password. So for knowing the password, we'll try to crack the hash. So it's showing us the type is unknown and result is not found. So let's try the another one. The other one is this one and again click on I'm not robot and crack hash. Yeah, so here we got the password. Password is word YUIOP. So let's copy this password and go to the login site. Here just type login or just open this page and click on this login button and we got the username. Username is admin and the password that we got is this one. So here we got the flag. This is the flag, alright, that we wanted in this challenge. So let's submit this flag. Login as admin, what's the flag? So this is the flag. Yeah. And what's the admin plain text password that we got it here? We cracked it, right? We cracked the hash of it. So the password is this one. And again click on submit. And what is the password hash of the admin user? Password hash is this one. Alright. And we have successfully solved this challenge. Thanks for watching this video. In the next lecture, I will be explaining you injection. Hey everyone, in this lecture I will explain what injection attacks are. Injection attacks are sneaky ways hackers can manipulate your application. There are two common types, SQL injection and command injections. SQL injection happens when a website uses a database to store information. If the website doesn't check the information people type in carefully, a hacker can trick it into showing all the data, even stuff they are not supposed to see. Command injection is when a program runs command on a computer. If it doesn't double check what people tell it, a hacker could make it run nasty commands. So for the better understanding, let's work on solving task 10. So let's solve this task 10. Okay, so this code is vulnerable to command injection attack. In this code, if we keep this $cow, this variable as default, we can run any command in $moving variable. Alright, so if we try to run the command $whoami, it's gonna show us the user. Alright, any command we can run in this variable. Alright, so let's try to solve these challenges. The first challenge that we have is what strange text file is in the website root directory. So for checking the files, what commands we use ls command. So first I will start my OpenVPN. I will run the OpenVPN. Alright, so type OpenVPN and the file. Don't forget to add sudo if you are running as a normal user. Alright, then open this page. It's gonna show you this COSE online website. Here you guys can type any command. Let's try to type $, and ls. Ls is for listing files and folders, right? So let's type it and submit it. So it's showing us this index.php and css is all the files that are showing us, but this file is looking somewhat strange. So let's copy this file name and submit it here. The next task that we have is how many non-root, non-service, non-daemon users are there. So if you want to check the users, you can run the command. So run the command cat etc pass wd. Here you can see all the users. Alright, so is there any non-root, non-service or non-daemon users? Okay, there is no non-root, non-service users. So we'll type 0 in that and submit it. The next question that we have is what user is this app running as? So for this question, just type here $, who am I? It's gonna show you who is running this app. Alright, so it's showing us Apache. Let's type it and submit it. The next question that we have is what's the user shell set as? So for this question, let's again type $ and cat etc pass wd. Alright, so let's check the Apache user and and just copy this as bin and alright, as bin and login, and then submit it. Alright, so it's not this one, that's shell and / no login. The next is what version of Alpine Linux is running. So here they gave us some hint, so let's click on this hint and let's try to cat it. Cat will display the content in that. So we'll try to cat this and it's showing us. So let's type the dollar and the command. Okay, the command we have is cat /etc /alpine release, and then it's going to show you the version and just submit this version. Alright, so it's 3.16.0. Hope you guys have learned something in this session. So we'll see you in the next session. Next session will be on. So the next session, it will be on insecure design. We'll see what is insecure design in the next lecture. In this lecture, I will explain what insecure design is. Insecure design refers to vulnerabilities that result from missing or ineffective control design in software or systems. Imagine this scenario: you're ordering something from Zomato, and when you add items over 159 rupees, you are supposed to get 60% discount. Now, if you try to remove some items and the total cost is around 80 rupees, but you still receive the discount, that's a kind of insecure vulnerability. Now let's proceed to a practical demonstration of this concept. Here we have practical example. Navigate to this URL and get into Joseph account. Joseph account means we got the username. This application also has a design flaw in its password reset mechanism. Can you figure out the weakness in the proposed design and how to abuse it? So the first question is just click on this completed, because try to reset Joseph password. Alright, so we'll just navigate to this website and it's asking for username and the password. So without entering username and password, we'll directly click on I forget my password, and then it's asking the username. So username is Joseph, and then click continue, and then it's asking that security questions. Alright, what's your mother, sister, son, nephew, neighbor, friend name? So I guess it's difficult to guess these names, right? Is there any question that's easy to guess? Yeah. So here we have a question that we can easily guess. What's your favorite color? We'll try each and every color because we know that colors are limited, right? So we'll start with the red color and then click on continue. It's showing us incorrect answer, try again. So let's try another color. This time we'll try green color and then click on continue. Yeah, we got the password. The password or user Joseph has been reset to this one. So just copy this password and we'll try to log in into the user's account. Username is Joseph and the password we have is this one. Then click on login, and then it's gonna show you notes.txt. Let's read this. Remember to move private files out of the server. And then next we have the private. In the private file we have the flag, alright, that we wanted. So let's copy this flag and we'll submit this flag. What's the value of the flag in the Joseph account? So submit it. We have successfully completed this task. In the next lecture, I will cover security misconfiguration. Thank you for watching.